Pally.
Today is Friday, October 19th, 2018.
And InFocus starts right now. A Pally team is fundraising by selling tasty treats.
And a club on campus is promoting an environmental cause by asking students to give up a common beverage accessory. All that and more is coming up on today's show.
Welcome to InFocus. I'm Maddie Drucker.
And I'm Anushka Sharma.
There's a lot going on around campus.
So here are some important announcements from today's campus bulletin.
College apps can be daunting, but luckily next Monday during tutorial, there will be a workshop for seniors who need help with the UC, CSU, or Common application. There is limited space, so seniors should sign up to attend via Teach More. Students are asked to bring questions and laptops to the workshop. The Pally Cheer and Dance teams are holding a holiday pie fundraiser throughout this week. All team members have order forms which are due Friday. Pumpkin, apple, and berry flavored pies will be sold. Each pie costs $20, or you can buy 3 pies for $55.
The Pally Environmental Clubs organization, or ECO, is organizing their No Straw November campaign against plastic pollution. Students are encouraged to reduce and eliminate non-compostable single-use plastic straws for the month. Staff and students can pledge their contributions at tinyurl.com/nostrawpally.
Another solution for our plastic problem is simply skipping that morning Starbucks and making your iced caramel macchiato at home.
That strategy will also help save money, but a national lottery may make it so one individual doesn't have to be so careful about their budget. The Mega Millions lottery drawing this Friday night has a record-breaking jackpot of $1 billion. It is the largest jackpot in Mega Millions history, and the second largest for any lottery ever in the United States. The reason for the enormous amount of winnings is that there hasn't been a winner since July 24th. The drawing is at 2 a.m. and is sure to make one lucky person very happy.
The WikiLeaks co-founder Julian Assange is suing the government of Ecuador. Assange claims that the government is, quote, violating his fundamental rights. Mr. Assange has been staying at the Ecuadorian embassy in London since 2012. Assange must pay for his own food, medical needs, laundry, and other necessities. The 47-year-old must also keep spaces inside the embassy clean and take care of his cat. The leaked memo says that if Assange does not comply, he risks losing his pet and his asylum.
The newly hired robotics advisor and computer science teacher, Kathleen Cryer, resigned after having to deal with a multitude of complaints made by students and parents. For the past few weeks, Cryer clashed with the robotics team about rules and behavior. She was on paid leave for the last week, but signed her resignation letter on Thursday.
Today's Today in History topic is something that you might not expect. I've heard it's something about a fried donut.
Weird. Derek Hatcher, our very own resident historian, has been learning more.
Today's event is a little strange. Who knew that on this date in 1917, the first donut was fried by a Salvation Army volunteer? The donut was given to the American troops fighting in France during World War I, and I'm sure they thoroughly enjoyed it. Donuts are a breakfast staple, and if it weren't for that volunteer, they might not even be in existence today. That's all for me. Back to you.
Thanks for that. Spirit Week is starting on Monday, and I don't know about you, Maddie, but I'm sad to say this is my last one.
I'm sure it's bittersweet. Trey Bishoping has been finding out more on what will be changing and what will be kept the same in this year's Spirit Week.
Spirit Week is next week, and it's the most exciting time of the year.
Well, Spirit Week, I think most people would agree, is the best week at Pally.
Spirit Week is really great because it is like a really good opportunity to bond with your whole grade and come together and just get a lot closer, and it's really just a lot of fun.
The Spirit team has been planning this week since the beginning of summer and had to get all their ideas approved by ASB.
Okay, so we've been prepping for Spirit Week since summer basically, and we just have to do everything from like coming up with games to all the little like rubrics and stuff, and everything we come up with we present to ASB and they vote on it yes or no.
This year, Spirit Week has remained the same in many categories, but there are also some small changes that will make Spirit Week even more thrilling.
We're bringing back the hamster ball race, which we had 2 years ago at the night rally, and it was everyone's favorite, and we're bringing that back.
The float rubric will be changing. We changed it a bit so aesthetics count more and stuffing counts a bit less. I think that's a good thing, and I think people will like that because I don't know a lot of people that love stuffing. And then a lot of the same activities. We're changing a couple of the gym activities, so they're not just focused on one person representing the whole grade. It's more of a team thing.
This year, Spirit Week has something special planned. That will be a raising awareness for a great cause.
As an ASB, we're partnering with an organization called Set the Expectation, and this is working to combat sexual assault. And so there'll be lots of publicity for that organization. You'll be able to sign their pledge that they have. It doesn't require any money or any donations, but it's a really cool way to band together as a school.
For InFocus, I'm Trey Bishoping.
Thanks for that, Trey.
Now let's take a look into the world of sports.
Max Bonstetter's in the studio now with the latest in Pally Sports news.
Thank you, Maddie and Anushka. Water polo was home versus crosstown rival Gunn and went 2-0. The JV boys team won 8-4, and varsity boys cruised to an 11-4 victory. Moving on, girls varsity volleyball was at home versus Lynbrook. They won 25-17, 25-13, and 25-18. Great job. And girls varsity tennis beat Los Altos 5-2. That's a whole lot of W's for the Vikes. There's only one matchup today when boys varsity water polo is at Monte Vista at 5 p.m. Saturday, our varsity boys and girls cross country will be at the Mount San Antonio College Invitational. Girls varsity volleyball will compete in the Spike Fest tournament. Finally, girls JV water polo will host the Pally NAR Cup at home. There are no football games today. That's all from me. Back to you.
Thanks, Max.
Now looking at weather, our meteorologist Ori Nearpass is in the studio with today's weather report.
Ori, what can we expect out there today?
Thanks, Anushka and Maddie. Today it is 73 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 53 and a humidity of 68%. As we look into tomorrow, it is 78 degrees Fahrenheit as well with a low of 53. And on Sunday it's 73 and a low of 52. Now, as we look at the 5cast, we can see it's gonna be sunny, a bit cloudy, with a low of 50 and a high of 78. And as we look into the Bay Area, San Francisco is going to be a high of 74 and a low of 51. In Oakland, it's going to be a low of 51 and a high of 76. And down in San Jose, it's going to be 53 and a high of 81. That's all for me. Back to you.
Thanks, Ori. Well, that does it for today's episode.
Be sure to visit our website to check out old episodes, check the bulletin, or to send us an email.
Until next time, have a great day, Pally.